I'm going to be answering the most asked questions about chemical exfoliators. Question 1. What do chemical exfoliators do for the skin? Healthy skin has a natural turnover cycle of approximately 28 days where skin cells build and shut off. However, when the skin is in a weak state, this process is slowed down and the skin cells tend to build up. This causes the skin to look dull, dry, and rough, and it can also clog pores, causing acne and blackheads. That's why exfoliating is super important for the condition of your skin. Chemical exfoliators loosen the grip of the skin cells so that they naturally exfoliate off your face. Since they don't remove skin cells with physical force, it can be a more gentle form of exfoliation. Question 2. Which chemical exfoliator is the best? There are 4 main ingredients when it comes to chemical exfoliators, and they differ whether or not they're oil-soluble or water-soluble, or whether they have large molecules or small molecules. I'll tell you about the 4 ingredients and the appropriate skin types they should be used on. AHA, a chemical exfoliant that draws in water. The acidic properties remove dead skin cells from the outer layer of the skin, while the water-soluble properties draw in and replenish moisture. This ingredient is suitable for all skin types, but I especially recommend it for people with dry skin. PHA. This ingredient is similar to AHA, that it removes dead skin cells from the outer layer of the skin, but it draws in more moistures because it has more molecules that draw in water. PHA is recommended for both dry and sensitive skin. BHA, an oil-soluble chemical exfoliant. BHA goes into the pores and helps remove impurities, sebum, blackheads, and whiteheads. It also has anti-inflammatory function, so it's recommended for oily and acne-prone skin. LHA. Similar to BHA, it removes sebum and dead skin cells, and it has larger molecules and a higher oil solubility. It's slower in penetrating the skin, and it's closer to having a neutral pH, so it's very gentle and it doesn't damage the skin barrier. LHA is recommended for sensitive skin that is oily and acne-prone. And one more, enzymes. There's a lot of protein in the stratum corneum. That's why using enzymes that break down protein can help loosen the ties between dead skin cells and the skin. Exfoliating with enzymes is very gentle, so it's great for exfoliating if you have sensitive skin. Question 3. Does chemical exfoliation damage the skin? Since chemical exfoliators dissolve the dead skin cells without physically rubbing against the skin, it is very gentle. If you have sensitive skin, you could use a toner-type exfoliator that is low in concentration to minimize irritation. Generally, products can be found between 5 to 10% for AHA, 0.5% to 2% for BHA, 5 to 8% for PHA, and 0.5 to 2% for LHA. So make sure to choose a product that lies on the lower side if you have sensitive skin. Also, if you have sensitive skin, use a moisturizing product after exfoliation to make up for any lost moisture, and try to steer away from retinol or vitamin C products in high concentrations. For me, I tend to use toners that contain chemical exfoliators and gently exfoliate on a daily basis. Today I talked about what chemical exfoliators do for the skin and which ingredients should be used depending on skin type and how often they should be used. If you want to know more about chemical exfoliators, then check out these videos.